I was in the yearbook room alone, and he came up behind me, put his hands on my shoulders, and just went, Mr. Cannon. And then he didn't do anything, because he came so quickly, I think. He just came in that moment. Like, was I even molested if he came that quick? I mean, he didn't really even touch me very much. He, like, very short, got off. What can I mean, I'm so hot that I, like, couldn't be completely molested. It just... I'm like the more molested where it's like annoyed, you know? The annoyed definition of molested. It's good. What else? We had a Spanish teacher there named Mr. Castillo. He looked like the Mexican version of Malcolm X. And he had a little tattoo on his arm. And we'd always ask him about the tattoo because we figured he was in a gang at some point. And we'd be like, sir, how'd you get that tattoo? And he wouldn't answer. And then we'd ask him every day. He's like, sir, how'd you get that tattoo? Did you kill somebody? And he'd be like, I don't want to talk about it, and I can't talk about it. Another guy we made cry when we threw his notebook on the roof. That was pretty cool. That's our teacher. We just threw, and he called his mom right in front of us. Mr. Cortina. They just like, even the teachers were just like idiots. They were idiots. They, like, Mr. Cortina would write all these dumb multiple choice questions, like one that was obviously wrong. And he said, like, the girls in this book are ugly like our sister school. And then the sister school got a hold of it, and he got fired. That's pretty cool. We had a priest named Father Travers. He also liked to put all of his aggression into my shoulders, but I don't think I was cute enough to molest for him. And he liked to, I don't know what he's into, but not me. He would take us down to Tijuana to help poor people there, and it was called Project Mattress, and we'd shove beans and frijoles into an old mattress, and then like some kid would be laying on it in the back, and we'd go through the border. He had been siphoning off millions of dollars from the school to give to Tijuana. Money was supposed to go to a new gym, and he was just giving it to poor people. And so, like, the school at the end of the day couldn't do anything. They were like, fuck, this is like a perfect crime. One, he's a priest, and, like, he totally got away with this. And two, he's taking money that we would have used to build a new gym and giving it to people that really need it. Didn't take any money for himself. One time he almost died, and I had to drive everybody back from Tijuana. That was a fun day. Did not take his medicines that day. Thanks, Father Travers. Very sweet man. Who else was there? I had a teacher named Mr. Ballingall, huge fat fuck, just gigantic, really big, narcolepsy too. Oh man, he was a Dodger baseball announcer, but he would be in the middle of a lecture, he's like, all right everybody, we got a lot of things to do today, and then he'd just fall asleep. We had a rule, like I was in mock trial with him, and my other favorite teacher was there, the Nazi guy, and we had a rule that if you sat up front with Mr. Ballingall, you had to talk to him the entire time so he wouldn't fall asleep when he was driving to these places. Full-on conversation. We just had to pick the one kid who could like keep coming. I had to sit up there once and I just like fucking ran out of stuff. I was like, I can't talk to this guy anymore. I can't talk to him about world history. He's so boring. I'd be like, what's your favorite movie? He's like, LA Confidential. I was like, why? Tell me why. He's like, I don't know. Just get... I always watch it before I go to sleep. I think he actually did fall asleep once while we were driving. During mock trial, I did a good job. I was a doctor in mock trial. And the Nazi teacher said one of the judges liked me so much that she creamed her old lady pants. Oh. That's what my favorite teacher said to me. Hilarious. I had no idea what that meant. But I was just like, oh, cool. Must be pretty good at this mock. Is there a pro mock trial? No, you actually have to learn the law. You can't just do mock trial forever. Not any mock trial leagues for adults. All for people that you got to go to school to do it. You can't just have fun doing mock trials. No. All right. Thanks.
Woo! Childhood ever. Yeah. Two more of us. This next guy just got out of ballerina class. Jim Anderson, everyone. That's levitation, Holmes. Oh boy! Thanks, Jake Cannon, for not doing your jokes about how you subtly date rape women.
I had a lot of teachers too. We all had
cares,
teachers. Thanks for telling us that we had teachers.
Tell your date rape jokes.
Actually, I'm doing a. Should I just take my phone? Yeah. All right. I'm doing a service right now. I'm singing the news. So here we go. There was this boy, and he raped this girl. They went to Stanford, and he raped this girl. She didn't wake up when he raped this girl. If you're white and you're affluent, it's okay to rape. That's my date rape joke. Jake. I had a teacher once that whenever he would write on the board, he would make a face and get a boner. Which all the girls pointed out time and time again. We also had the teacher who would spike his coffee and show. We were like a math class, and he would show us Bill Nye the Science Guy videos, and drink his fucking laced coffee.
Change it to history class.
It was something. It was like
history class.
Yeah, it's something like that. Thanks, Jake. Let's see. Where do we go from here? Let's try some of the new stuff out. So, I heard this commercial on the radio. I listened to the radio, and it was this guy in a really stern voice. He goes, "All of your brake dust and litter from the highway goes directly to the ocean." What? Why would you do that? It seems like a huge design flaw. Why would you just set it up as like, I get it, like these things were built in the 40s and 50s, and like there was like some big fat cat city planner going, "We'll send it all out to the ocean, let the dolphins deal with it, quack, quack, quack." The city planner was the penguin apparently, which makes a lot of sense if you look around town. And I get it, don't litter. You know, like the first thing they said is brake dust, which they're suddenly trying to tell you, don't brake on the highway. All right, guess I won't have to do that anymore. But the littering part, I get, especially when these assholes throw their lit cigarettes out the window. The first thing that happens to me is I get scared because I think the ground is exploding. But it's not the case, and I get very angry. And then I just shake my fist at the world. There's nothing I can do. That's how that joke ends. Let's see. I don't have my phone on me, so I don't have my list of stuff. We're just gonna freeform talk. My wife has a dick. No, wait. That was somebody else's.
No one would marry you.
What's that?
No one would marry you.
No one would marry me? There's a lot of you should know, Jake, there's a lot of desperate women out there. I did Jake Cannon's podcast, and it went on for an hour and 45 minutes. You guys can't listen to me for 8 minutes.
You're blackface.
And I regaled a story about the 2 times that I wore blackface. The very first time I wore blackface, I was 19, and I was dressing up as the manager from the place I worked at, and he was a big old black guy. So I did that, and I put pillows and stuff in there, and I danced around. They fired me that day.
Did you fight him? Like, were you like, what the fuck? Why am I getting fired?
No, like I didn't find out I was getting fired till about the next time I came in, like 3 or 4 days later. They sent me home early, but then I didn't find out that I got fired till later. They just didn't have it in them to let me go that day. Or maybe they had to do like a powwow. They sat around like, well, this guy's one write-up away from being fired, like that girl earlier. Should we let him go? And they finally let me go. I got written up for sexual harassment. It was a bullshit thing, but like they're supposed to contact a lawyer at that point, which they didn't. I was a stupid 19-year-old kid. So the second time I wore blackface was I was doing a video for college, and it was a mock awards video, and me and my buddy were Muhammad Ali, rest in peace, and Richard Pryor, also rest in peace. So we just sat there in blackface and shook like idiots. I learned my lesson though. No more blackface for me. That's enough. Two times is enough. Oh, I also was Al Jolson in that video. So in that video, I wore blackface twice. So I don't know if you call that 3 times or 2 times with an A and a B. I don't know. It's in the past now.
Were the scenes shot on different days?
No. This wasn't a big shoot of mass proportions. It was 2 idiots with a camcorder and some black makeup.
So you only put on the blackface once?
And
did both characters?
I may have had to do it twice when we were kind of doing it on the fly. So we're like, oh, hey, we need 2 more presenters. How about we have Muhammad Ali and Richard Pryor? And I had a wheelchair in storage, so I got that out. And I sat in that, and then he was Muhammad Ali, and he was just, ah!
Whose idea was it? Did you come up with it?
You know what? At this point, it doesn't matter. That shit doesn't matter. It was a bad idea, no matter who, because the other person agreed with it. So at that point, it doesn't matter. Thank you. So I got this condition. It's called sleep paralysis, right? It's when you wake up in the middle of the night, and but only in your mind, and you're in a waking coma, and you're like, oh God, this is the rest of my life. What am I gonna do? And then finally you wake up with like a little bit of a shake, and you know what? Fuck this. I'm not doing that joke. So I went to Las Vegas. I went to Las Vegas recently, and Caitlyn Jenner found out that she's got a show at the Reno. It's called Don't Sit in the Front Row. It's because there's a penis in there. Good night.
There it is. Jim Anderson, everybody. He learned not to do blackface. Okay, closing us out, guys. Our final comic on the early mic. Give him some love. Robert Vertrees, everyone.
That was me. Who's here? Hello, S-Bud. We did it. Blam. Yeah. Yeah, dude. We go back here.
So you shot the first part and like, hey, I got an idea.
Right.
I need a ride down to public storage.
No, it was in my house.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You'd have to drive down in blackface.
No, that,
And
yeah.
have a wheelchair. Okay. Was there editing?
Yeah, you edited
How
a video.
low quality was this production? You edited
It was
blackface?
VHS to VHS. Yeah, there you go.
Come on, guys. That was a fun story. Thanks, Jake Cannon, for that set.
Yeah.
I didn't do comedy last night. Was it pretty bad? Listening to people?
Oh, shit.
I watched the news on Friday. My friend is in a heavy metal band. He came up here from San Diego.
That was it.
And he's Jake, you ever do Silver Lake Lounge?
Boo!
Boo! You don't like Silver Lake Lounge? What's wrong with Silver Lake Lounge?
I think I've been once or twice. Is his name Easter still does?
On Sundays, it's Quincy Johnson.
Oh.
Yeah, it used to be Andy Sell. Now it's Quincy, and there might be a woman in there with him.
Oh, we got somebody else who showed up. You missed the set.
But my friend's band
Oh,
is playing
and
there,
they left.
And I'd never been there for anything other than,
They left.
I almost said comedy. I'd never been there for anything other than the open mics. So I wanted to see what it looked like.
Hello,
during the
S-Bud.
music. And the news, I swear to Christ, the local news First story was that singer who got shot.
Oh, Jesus.
Second story was a live police chase of a stolen car. Third story was this 10-year-old kid who was accidentally shot in the head.
What's
during
up, dog?
a shooting. Third story was this
You wanna see this
4-year-old
guy?
killed in a hit and run while his mom was holding his hand. And then the next story was the uplifting story. It was Muhammad Ali's funeral. Jesus Christ. I didn't want to go outside after that. It's like, that's it, I'm done. And then we had yesterday. I'm supposed to get to that later in my set. I'm supposed to get you on my side before I start making jokes about yesterday. And even out here, we had the guy in Santa Monica that was going to go to West Hollywood. And they caught him, and he had assault weapons. He had explosive powder. He had a camouflage outfit. I'm thinking, Jesus Christ. What color was his camouflage? Camouflage is supposed to help you blend in with your environment. This dude was going to a pride parade. That outfit should have been like a flesh-colored rainbow flag, or else it's not working. I was too scared to go to the pride parade.
You missed it, Judy. You missed
I was
it.
gonna go, but then Oz sold out of bulletproof assless chaps. Hey, yo, how are we doing? That's, oh shit. How long till we can say